Introduction. Industry analysis is a business function completed by business owners and other individuals to assess the current business environment. This analysis helps businesses understand various economic pieces of the marketplace and how these various pieces may be used to gain a competitive advantage. The remote environment consists of a set of forces that originate beyond a firm's operating situation. Four different principles, tools, and techniques in creating a business. We have competition, customers, suppliers, and competitors. So, what is competition? Business competition is a contest between organizations that provide similar products or services or that target the same audience of consumers. Businesses compete to convert and retain customers, increase revenue, and gain more market share. Tools of competition. Positioning comparisons, product comparisons, websites, social media, and blogging. Typically, companies have relied on SWOT methods for competitor analysis. It's a great way of pinpointing internal and external factors that affect your company. You can find threats, work on weaknesses, and promote your threats, allowing you to get your market share of the business. And why is competition important in the business? Because consumers win with competition. When a market is competitive, businesses will have greater incentives to lower prices, to improve the quality of their products and services, and to provide buyers with more options. That is, businesses will need to innovate to make their products different and better than the rest. Techniques of competition. Create utility and usefulness with your product. Change your pricing. Emphasize your product's key benefits to the customer. Deliver true value of your product to your customer. And how does competition affect a business? Competition in business decreases an individual company's market share and shrinks the available customer base, especially if demand is limited. A competitive market can also force lower prices to stay competitive, decreasing profit margins for each sale or services. An extreme example is a flooded market. Next is customers. So what is customers? A customer is an individual or business that purchases another company's goods or services. Customers are important because they drive revenues. Without them, businesses cannot continue to exist. Principles of customers: speed, accuracy, transparency, accessibility, and empowerment. Performance in any field is guided by a few core principles. Say you want to improve at a swimming. One way would be go to for a daily swim at your local lake. Will you improve? A depth understanding of field's core principles sets you up for an autonomous and continuous path of improvement. So, what is a customer example? An example of a customer is someone who goes to an electronics store and buys a TV. A person, especially one engaging in some sort of interaction with others. A cool customer, a tooth customer, an ugly customer. And how would you define your customer? Number one, define the ideal customer for what you sell. Determine the specific benefits your customer is seeking in buying your product. Determine the location of your exact customer. And number four, determine exactly when your ideal customer buys your product or service. And the last is determine your customers' buying strategy. And the tools of customers: online communities, discussion forums, social media, automatic callback, live chat, and customer satisfaction survey. More and more organizations are providing customer service tools to encourage customers to have greater interaction with their brand. And what is customer service tool? Customer service tools allow businesses to manage and monitor many conversations at once. And the most difficult software available is a ticketing system that allows you agents to do just that. And here's the customer techniques. Engage in active listening, highlight understanding, be courteous, be polite, and have respect for your customers. Call the customer by his name. Go the extra mile. Ask, don't demand. Empower, be proactive, highlight pros and cons. Explain and use plain language. What role do customers play in business? Customers help companies generate profits, the economic fuel needed to run a thriving business. By buying corporate products and services, clients rewards a company for its operating prowess, setting businesses with lackluster goods apart from segments with performing products. And the third is suppliers. Suppliers provide the materials a company uses to produce its own goods and or services. Suppliers provide the transportation of those materials. Suppliers provide a company with the services it uses in providing goods and service to its customer. Tools to the supplier and tips will help you to maintain good relationships. Talk to your suppliers regularly. Pay your suppliers' accounts promptly. Communicate with the supplier before the due date for payment. Should you foresee a delay in paying account, build good relations with your current supplier's representative. Avoid rush orders wherever possible. Monitor the financial position of your suppliers. Refer damaged or faulty goods to the supplier promptly. A good relationship with suppliers is a vital part of business success. Suppliers not only provide you with the goods and services you need to run your business, they can also be an important source of information, advice, and trade credit. Suppliers are essential to almost every business. Without raw materials to make what you sell or manufacturers to provide what you sell, you will have a tough time growing. There are also many suppliers and services your business consumes as part of general overhead, from paper clips to internet access. Techniques for suppliers. One of the most important aspects of running a business has to do with how you manage your suppliers. Remember that a supplier isn't just a company that you hired to boss around. A supplier is an entry that you need to establish a successful and beneficial relationship with in order for both organizations to achieve all of their goals. As a business owner or manager, there are a few techniques you can use to more effectively manage your supplier in the future. Regular communication, putting objective in place, regular meetings, putting things in right, and focus on your supplier's need. And the last is competitors. So what is competitors? Competitors are other businesses who can offer the same or similar goods and services to your customers. Principles of competitors. Battle is the most magnificent competition in which a human being can indulge. It brings out all that is best. It removes all that is base. By General George S. Patton. It can be hard to compete with the rest of your field and daunting to see the best performance in it, especially if you are starting at the bottom. Where do you measuring up? There are a lot of angels to consider when looking at a field of competitor, and it begins with you and your mindset, which is the most important part. Raise yourself and set the tone that's faster than the everyone else. Don't sell to prospects. Make a plan to be number one in your segment and grow faster than everyone else. The question is, how do you define your competitors? Number one, markets research. Take a look at the market for your product and evaluate which other companies are selling a product that would compete with yours. Solicit customers' feedback. And last is check online communities on social media or community forums. Tools of competitors. Getting to know your competitors' strengths and weaknesses is the foundation on which to base good strategy. For brands, the growth of online activity has seen competitors' analysis methods, metrics, and tool blossom. Similar web, audience, built with, and simply measured. Before end this video, here's the three types of competitors in business. Direct competitors, indirect competitors, and replacement competitors. A direct competitors probably comes to mind when you think of your competition. Indirect competitors are businesses in the same category that sell different products or services to solve the same problem. And the last is replacement competitors. And that's it. Thank you.